Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Cold for episode 75 of On the Backs of Gods. It's been a hot minute. I hope you all had a great holidays. I hope you just had a fun time. And if you aren't, the type to celebrate, I hope you had a nice, just relaxing December. Hopefully. But I am your DM, Jillian, and we have all of our players today. Same as always, we have Frank, Kyle, Mac, Josh, Abby, and Christo. Now, I'm just going to give us a quick recap so we can jump into things. Let's get started. And just a reminder, we're still playing bingo. So if you hear people ask weird questions or say bingo or that they marked off one of their boxes, that's what it is. It's just to encourage honestly, some fucking, which it has.
That's all Jillian cares about as a DM. She wants at least a little fuckery. Just a little, just a sprinkling of fuckery.
But currently, the party is in the city of Noansict, big, prosperous area that kind of works well because it's in the middle of the fishing communities, in the middle of the trade routes near the Hammer, and it is just plopped right in the middle and profiting from everything around it currently. Around the city, there are corrupted monster heads on spikes to show a bit of authority. I don't know if corruption cares, but it is there currently. There's also a sign that your mercenary friends had been or are currently in town. In town, you guys found some nice landmarks. You found a Temple of Njord, a god of the sea, and Tordrek, finding a connection with the people there, had offered to do any healing that was necessary, and the priest there was very excited about the prospect. The rest of the party on the hand, specifically Saga and Gorbjorn, feeling a bit of influence from a Jotun named the Uproar, have a bit of a drive to mess with this temple, and are currently planning to steal the goat that is going to be sacrificed the next day, and that's probably all they're going to do. Also, while in town, you all attempted to, because you came into some money, wanted to stay in the nice inn, but sadly, it seems that a scorned woman up north near the Hammer has sent around some letters saying that you guys are a flight risk and may break, steal, or not pay for things, which from her perspective, kind of true. But you were
came back intact. I don't know.
The cart was together and we paid for it.
All of the pieces were in one place, connected to one another.
I'm sure it would have remained that way for more than a day. But
more than one sunny day.
You all were sent on your way and maybe have plans for a little, honestly, more fuckery. There's no other word for it, in my opinion. It's just more fuckery. And have talked to a person who owns a magic shop about possibly acquiring something to summon a bunch of rats inside of this inn. And your new friend, the shopkeep, Ember, seems pretty excited about messing with the inn and says she will help if she can. You all go on your way and you make it to the Gruesome Chicken, which I'm sure will be called by a plethora of name today, but that is all right. You arrive in, you can tell that this is it has like a seedy dive bar energy. Just looking at it, like the area does not mimic this building. This building in particular has its own energy.
Is it like hive of scum and villainy kind of vibe?
It's not like a big tower that has like lightning striking in the background. You don't currently see like a drug deal. It's just like, yeah, you get just a vibe from the place.
All right.
But it is an affordable inn that probably did not get the letter about you guys. Outside of this inn, you witnessed a conversation between a blonde woman, shaved sides of the head, short mohawk, arguing with a man who would not do a delivery with her for her. And she stands next to a cart with a red line on it. This red line goes across about halfway. In the center, it has a bee facing left and a bee facing right, almost butterfly-esque. And then the line continues after it. The woman stands there and watches this guy walk off. She still has the man sitting like on the cart who is driving. And you can just hear just shit. And she kind of like kicks the wheel and like pulls out a cigarette and like looks to the guy. Take it around back. And she turns to look to your group who has started approaching. And she looks for a moment. You guys aren't like on top of her. It's not like you guys are like 5 feet away and she's like,
we're not like walking at her.
Shit.
Yeah. She's near the entrance.
Yeah.
You guys are still about like a solid 40, 50 feet away as you approach. And they were yelling at each other, so it was easy to hear. But she looks at the group for a moment and then turns and walks inside. The cart creaks to life and starts to pull around the side of the building. What would you all like to do?
Just curious if she looked familiar at all. I know we were kind of at a distance, so seems like it wouldn't be easy to tell.
I'm going to say that she doesn't. No roll necessary.
Fair enough.
You guys are currently still approaching. You're welcome to head inside, or if there's anything else you would like to do, that is fully up to you.
Think we should get a couple rooms?
Probably. At least secure them for the night if we're going to do anything else.
Isn't that loud? Sorry, guys. I just like...
Intense wind! Oh,
That
God!
what?
The winter's coming
wind-
on! Plus!
You better get inside quick!
Everyone,
The uproar.
wasn't ready for it to be like that. Okay, sorry.
Nana's having flashbacks to the valley.
Why is it so windy right here in front of this one place? You all talk, go for rooms. You head inside. There is the sound of music as you approach, the sounds of loud conversations, the scrape of wooden chairs, the clink of glasses, and just all manner of sound is just coming from inside of these four walls. And as you enter, it is just a bombardment of sound and not super pleasant smell. As you walk inside, this place is stuffed full of people and is only warm because of probably everybody in here.
Oh, God.
It is just a plethora of people filling the place, talking, speaking very loudly. Arguments are happening. Songs are being sang. You can see somebody walks by and like the blonde woman who is ahead of you like pushes past somebody and like their whole drink spills. But you can see they're very drunk and just like spin for a moment and can't figure out fully what happened. And that person just kind of disappears further into the room. Would you guys like to make your way to the bar to try and see if there are rooms available?
Gods, I hate this.
It's the best option we've got for right now. Come on, chin up.
I'll be like the icebreaker, like going through the crowd and like leading us in a trail
plowing
behind
ahead.
me.
He's our Fezzik!
You guys
Saga, do you
single
remember
file,
the game?
and Gorbjorn pushes ahead. Pretty easy. There's the occasional person, like everybody sort of moves when somebody walks at them. That's just the natural human impulse. Occasionally somebody is drunk enough where you have to, like, Gorbjorn, you have to be like, move your body. This does not start any problems. Nobody seems offended by it. It seems like everybody is trying to press past everybody here. But you make your way to the front.
That's what generates the heat I see.
It's just
Genius.
the friction
Kinetic
of people
energy.
walking past each other.
Fantastic. Very self-generating. Very
There
ecologically
are
friendly.
2 gnomish women currently behind the bar. You can see that they're like at eye level with you, and there's like a there's something behind there making them taller, as they just are running around back and forth. Somebody reaches over the bar. One of them slaps the shit out of that hand, and just keeps going. They are just working, and then one of them like makes their way around the gambit and stops next to you. Can I help?
Gonna look at the group and then look at them. We need, and then looks at his finger count and like really slow, like rooms.
Room. She looks over your group.
There's 7 of us.
If you want, you all could probably fit into 2, unless people want to sleep on the floor. But we could get you 2 rooms.
2 rooms.
2 rooms would be perfectly acceptable, thank you.
All right. And she runs over and like pulls out like a box from under the bar. Okay, I'm going to need 2 copper for each room.
So that's 4 copper. Gotcha.
All right. You hand it over. She takes it. You watch as she like takes out a small key, unlocks this box, lifts it up, and throws the copper inside. There's like the soft shine of coin, and slams shut and locks it again. All right. And she like jumps off the backside of the bar, fully disappears, and then climbs back up again.
That's amazing.
And slaps 2 keys. There's rooms upstairs. You should probably just be able to put your keys in the door. You'll find it.
Wonderful.
If it doesn't work, wrong room.
Makes sense. Trial and error then.
Of course. Tell me if you need anything. Drinks, company.
Can Roshan see where the woman went from
Go
outside?
ahead and roll me. Give me perception.
Oh, that's an 11.
Does Roshan want any help with that?
Roshan has told nobody about this Burtroe box.
Yeah, he's being sneaky about it.
This is just him on his own in the back. Like, you take a look around. It's a busy place. But it's not like she is actively hiding behind like a barrel somewhere or something. You can see her on the far end of the bar. She is currently being handed a drink, and she turns and she is walking to like a far corner.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What kind of drink is she getting? Because Roshan will get 2 and then just tell the group he's going to talk with somebody before heading up to the room.
All right. You need anyone to watch your back? Or your purse?
You can have my purse.
You're like,
probably a decent idea.
Honestly, not a terrible thought. As all of you like look around and just realize how pressed in you are here.
Who are you gonna talk to?
The lady outside looks like she knows the place.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Ask her if they have good bread.
I'll make sure to do that.
Thank you.
Good bread and I suppose any other intelligence we might be able to get hold of. Perhaps the closing hours of the fancy inn.
Tell me you got a schedule for that inn in your pocket? She might. She might.
She might. Who knows? If she's looking to do trade or do deliveries or some such, who knows?
It's easy enough for Sean. It's an ale. You're able to grab 2 for incredibly cheap, just like a copper for both. They are haphazardly filled. It is not precise. You have a vibe that there's a lot of water in it, and you're just like, it'll do. It seems to work for everybody else here.
So Fenn's, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Fenn's still kind of like on edge. We just waltzed into town. People knew who we were. We got a unicorn. Like, do we fit in a little better here? Like, are people watching us?
Is this more of a motley crew in here?
Go ahead and roll perception for me, Fenn.
Say 14.
Okay. You look around. you all blend in, you think, enough. Like, you look over the group and you're like, okay, like, you guys are oddly fancy a little bit. Gorbjorn is a prince.
He is in his prince getup. That's true.
Roshan has a very nice cloak given to him by Egil. And Saga doesn't blend in anywhere.
I mean, that's just her vibe.
That's just how it's always been. But it's not like people are looking at you, but it's not like anybody, like, you see some people like look and like murmur, but it's nothing that stands out past like new kind of weird people walked in. It doesn't seem like that to you, like it's worse than that. What you do see, though, is a young man, kind of scruffy black hair, little freckle on the nose, probably 20s, looks very shy, has sidled up next to Saga, and he clears his throat softly next to her.
Oh no.
Could I buy you a drink? And he smiles, and it's just like a lopsided smile, blush across the face now.
Well, normally Gorbjorn does that, but, I guess if you... What?
As I come back to the party with like 5 drinks.
What did he get for Saga, I have to wonder.
What did the bar have non-alcoholic?
I just pictured like a glass, but it just has like an orange in it. Just a whole orange.
I'm okay with this.
With water?
It
Does it have water and orange, or it's just an orange?
You don't want the water here.
Orange.
You do not want the water here.
That's all right.
Just an orange in a cup. And he looks at Gorbjorn and is like, oh, and then he looks back to you. Well, if you want another one, I could, if you want, if later, if you were interested in, hi, I'm Garth. And he extends a hand towards you, Saga.
Hi, I'm Saga.
I'll shake his hand.
His hand is like a little clammy.
Oh no! Oh, poor boy.
Well, I'll be here if you are you staying? I've never seen you here before.
Oh, we're just passing through. I don't know if we're staying, but I'll probably be around this afternoon, I guess. We might go out tonight, so I'm not sure if we'll be here this evening, but maybe before. Do you want to like talk or something? Is that what you seem? You seem lonely?
Savage.
Sana's just watching this, just like not gonna say anything, just kind of keeping an eye out.
Saga, could you just go ahead and just give me like flat charisma?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Not adding my persuasion or anything.
Nope, just your.
Oh,
Oh my god! I rolled a natural 20.
Wow. Somehow. That does not hurt his feelings because he finds it deeply true.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He looks to you, still a bit of a blush, like he's like, you could see him like moving his hands a bit, like he's trying to get like like his hands to not be so cold. He's just like, I would love to talk if you want to. I could just tell you about the town, and if you're still here tomorrow, we could there's a demonstration we could go to.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, what kind of demonstration?
Oh, there's
How to kill goats for God.
welcome to How to Kill Goats for God. He looks to you. Well, a lot of people are going to be there. Probably anybody that can get off work is going to be there, but it's supposed to be this guy. People are calling him the Guard. He is going to show that he can stop corruption from happening.
Wow. Really?
That's what everybody says.
That's
I
some
think I-
impressive talent.
Oh, hi, Nana. Yeah,
Sorry. Hello.
this is my friend Nana.
Oh, nice
Hello.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. What was the name?
Garth.
Yes, this is
Garth. Sorry, carry on.
Nana sinks down. Wait.
I just like imagine you sitting at a bar and she just like peeks her head around and then peeks her head back around.
He's like, no. He looks to you. So if you're interested, we could even meet there. It'll be in the square, or we could
Yeah,
go
sure.
together. Or...
Well, I mean, everybody's probably gonna go then, because I think all of my friends would be very interested. So I'll definitely see you there. Could I see your hand for a second?
Sure. And he extends his hands towards you.
She just like takes his hands and looks at them for a second and like compares the size to her own and just takes note of all that and then
Thank you. That's all.
Okay. And he smiles. Well, I'll be here.
Okay, we're probably just gonna go find our rooms, and then we'll be back, and then maybe we can talk about I don't know, soup or something.
I would love to.
Okay, cool.
And Garth kind of smiles, like just this kind of just lopsided, a little sheepish, and like glances over your kind of imposing group, and then kind of like turns and makes his way back over to a table.
Speaking of imposing, I kind of wanted to leer over him, like behind him, like. So not, like
Hi,
it's not
Garth,
obvious,
what's up?
But like,
Um,
when he turns around, he's like, "Aw."
There's no reason to even roll. This guy is out of his depth and is not prepared. Looks at you, seems very intimidated, and is like,
Oh no.
thank you, and like just slowly, cautiously, like makes his way around you.
I'm just gonna follow him until he's like 3 people away.
And he quickly scampers off into the crowd.
Garth, huh? He seems nice.
Yes, I think I need to make him some gloves. His hand seems very cold. I think that's kind of why he was talking to me, because he saw my outfit. He was, you know.
You make clothes. Yeah.
Yes.
It is very possible he was admiring you for your clothes, or he might have just been admiring you. It's hard to say. I certainly wouldn't put words in his mouth, but, I've seen 1 or 2 cases, similar to his.
Cold hands?
I suppose that was one of the symptoms, yes. More along the lines of, well, why don't we discuss it in the room? Why would we have a long conversation in the middle of a loud thoroughfare such as this? Shall we?
Easy
my
enough.
orange.
Just
With your orange in a glass.
But you all make your way up to the rooms. Roshan,
That must have been very expensive. I know they're very rare around here.
it's orange seed. They just a lot of boxes of just oranges, hoping for the best.
Oh no. Couple
but-
of them might smell a little funny.
Oh, 100%. This orange is not pristine by
Oh,
any stretch of the
no.
imagination.
Oh.
But Roshan, you have drinks in hand, and you start making your way over to the woman. She's currently like, it's hard to say anybody's at a table by themselves, but there's kind of like a bench along one of the walls, and she's like in a corner spot and drinking her drink.
Roshan will approach her, and is there space on the bench next to her to sit? Jillian rolls for ass.
I was just seeing how much
Roll
ass was
for
in the
ass.
way. there is just enough. Like you're gonna be in like another person's space, but you can see that person's not interacting with this woman.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have Nana hips then, and Roshan will sit down.
It's
Every
canon.
time I think I'm free.
No, Nana's
It pulls me
humongous
back in
ass
again.
is canon, and it cannot
It
be
is.
changed.
I know this.
He'll sit down next to her and offer the drink and say, do you know anything about Burtroe's boxes?
She glances over at you. I do, yes. Fun way to start a conversation. What's your job?
Don't really have one.
Mm.
Used to be a bartender.
Oh.
I was just wondering if you had any information from the time that the company was named after pennies.
Go ahead and roll me persuasion.
21.
Ooh.
She takes a look around.
And I've offered her the drink, even though she already has one.
She is currently holding 2 drinks. You could see that like one drink isn't fully full, and she just like takes the one she's been drinking and pours it into that, and then drinks what is ever left in the original and sets it down. You are talking about 2 copper cards.
Yes.
Currently no longer in business. Separate companies, technically.
Sure. I was hoping to find some information about someone who traveled with the old company. Perhaps, it's getting on about 2.5 years now.
That's a long while to remember.
Roshan will pull out 3 of his remaining silver and ask, is this enough to jog your memory?
She takes a glance at it. You know, I've never been an information broker. So I certainly cannot take your money for information. But if we're business partners, that's different.
And what type of business are you trying to rope me into?
You make it sound so bad. Delivery. Now, before I rope you into something, I'd hate for you to do a job and then, I have no information for you. Who do you want to know about?
I don't know if she went by an alias while she was here. Do I?
Oh, you have no idea.
Okay. Then Roshan just says, there was a woman who looked a lot like me.
Rose?
Yeah.
I know about Rose.
What can you tell me about her?
Nothing right now. I can give you everything I know. 1 delivery. He leaves. No.
Well, should we get a delivery out of the way then?
That would be great. Saw you with a bit more imposing group. Might want to utilize that a little bit.
If I'm to get the group involved, they don't come cheap. We'll need just a little bit more about, I don't know, access to information about the goings-on in this town. Things we might find useful.
I can certainly do my best. Just do deliveries.
I understand. Can I meet you back here?
Of course. Nowhere to be for a minute.
All right, then. Well, I'll go ask my friends if they're up for a delivery.
And then she kind of like sits back and like looks you over. And then goes back to her drink.
And then Roshan will dump out the rest of his drink and walk upstairs.
Well,
Piss.
not worth it, thank you. You all have made your way up with the time spent basically having your conversation downstairs, paired along Roshan having his conversation upstairs. You guys have made it into your rooms and are kind of like casual talk, like, oh, here's this one and here's this one. You get inside, Roshan is up there by then.
Roshan will ask the group, is anybody up to make a delivery tonight? Sounds simple enough, but I cannot vouch for the simplicity of the job in truth.
What would we be delivering in to where?
And what's the pay?
The pay is information, but otherwise I didn't ask because I didn't think I would get a straight answer.
I'm not concerned about the pay. I'm happy to help you. I'm just wondering how far we'll need to go.
I doubt it's anywhere out of town.
Well,
I
Did
think
it seem-
Saga just looks at Gorbjorn and then doesn't say anything.
He's busy picking his nose, looking the other way.
I'm sorry, I'm
I'm a little busy right now digging for some gold.
She'll just start slowly shuffling closer then, very inconspicuously.
Oh, very yes.
First off, I'd love deception from Saga to be just
okay.
inconspicuous.
Oh, please, yes, God,
That's why
please.
role play being inconspicuous.
Yeah, you're like, I just play both ways.
Inconspicuous. Yes.
7.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's an obvious shuffle across the room and then standing next to Gorbjorn, and they're both just sort of like looking away.
Like, wow, this quarter.
This one in particular, wow. Is that mold?
warped.
Probably.
If you two were concerned, we wouldn't be able to put rats in the nice inn if we were doing this delivery.
I don't expect everyone to come along if they're unwilling.
Oh, I'm here for you. I'm always here for everybody. So I'll come along. I may have to stop and have a drink before we go, but yeah, I'm down. I'm okay. Yes, I'll go.
Yeah, and definitely, I'm always happy to help a friend. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Where would this delivery be occurring? Have you gotten any details?
It would be occurring from the cart that we watched be taken behind the inn.
Oh, the woman with the shaved hair.
Yes.
All right. Well, I can respect another woman with shaved hair. Why not? Did she at least seem as on the level as we could reasonably expect for a place like this?
Oh, yeah.
I suppose.
I don't know exactly what that means, but definitely.
But for a place like this, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's at least at that level.
Oh, good. Perhaps a little better? Any chance?
Well, she used to work for a company that no longer exists because of legal issues.
Oh, good. Well, I suppose it's just as well she's paying us in information and not gold, because otherwise she might be making off with it.
Yeah.
The information would be, what, pertaining to around the town or something specific?
The area and It also seems she knows a bit about my sister.
Rose, really? How?
She came through this area, or at least was with the company that no longer exists. But she seemed to know her name, so...
That's wonderful news, Ro. That's excellent. Then yes, of course. Of course we'll help.
Absolutely.
Well then, I don't know that I would ask you to leave anything in your rooms in a place like this.
I don't think that would be very smart. Even if we had the keys on our persons, I'm not sure I would put it past too many of the folk around here to be handy with a lockpick.
I'll be staying if there's anything you want to just... I can't say if somebody kicked in the door, they're not going to take it, but...
Well, I should hope at the very least there'd be some kind of deterrent to there being a witness present. Are you sure you'll be all right by yourself, Ptolemaeus?
I have some work I wanted to do anyways.
All
I'm gonna
right.
pick up Hercules and be like, besides, he has best bodyguard. And it's like, he's like, ah.
You know, you're right. When you're right, Gorbjorn. Best
Gorbjorn,
bodyguard in all the world.
Gorbjorn, what about leaving a small satchel of silver with Ptolemaeus in the event that someone does try to take his possessions? He can give them something, and not everything.
He'll like dig through his bags, like, if somebody comes in, give him this.
What does he give him?
No, and
I'm
I'm just
sure-
like throws a middle finger.
I am incredibly sure if that happens and you will return. I will not have that anymore.
That's probably true.
I can handle myself enough.
You have proven yourself to be very, very capable in most situations we've been in so far.
I have yet to die.
We will endeavor to not endanger you any more than we possibly can. Would you like for us to lock the door as we go out?
Just, you can leave this key with me.
All right. I think it would be wise for us to leave the other door to the other room locked regardless. But if you're all right with us leaving at least some of our possessions in here while you are here as well,
Of course.
I'm sure we'll be much obliged.
Okay, is there anything you guys were like, I want to leave this, or is it really just kind of like, well, I put down, my bedroll.
Yeah.
Good luck.
The camping stuff. The camping stuff is primarily what Nana is offsetting here.
And I would have probably changed out of the Prince attire since they didn't let us in the fancy place.
Yeah.
So
Sorrowfully.
At Tordrico, make sure that he's wearing all his armor and takes anything that has to do with protection along.
All right.
That's smart.
Now here's my question. Go ahead, Saga.
I just I think during the packing up of everything, Saga will try to catch again, trying to do this inconspicuously. We'll see if it works this time. Catch his attention for a few moments.
Gorbjorn.
Oh. As I'm like putting new pants on.
Jeez.
I wanted to go to the temple and I wanted to steal the goat.
I also wanted to steal things at the temple.
Uh-oh.
So,
I didn't really care about the goat.
oh, well, I just mostly want to get the goat. I'm okay with whatever you want to do, just as long as we get the goat. I don't know how long this delivery is going to take. Do you think maybe we could do this while they're out? Because I don't think Nana would like it if we stole the goat or anything else.
Maybe we could get a ride to the temple on the cart and then say like, oh, we forgot something, and then rob the temple.
Do you think that they'll believe us?
I am the best of.
I won.
I mean,
wish
I'm
I
not.
could call bullshit on that.
I'm not that bad at it. Usually, sometimes I just don't do it very often.
It's like
Alright.
a fun secret that nobody
Okay.
knows about.
Well, I mean, we're gonna. It's for the greater good. It's for the goat. So
It's for the greater goats.
yes.
Or the
Okay.
Greater Goat is the name of the episode. Sorry, already been
Yeah.
decided. Thank you for your time.
No, that's perfectly understandable.
thank you
There
for your
is
time,
no better
everybody.
alternative.
This has been on the backs of gods, and then
Yeah.
Okay. Great idea. Let's do that.
Okay. So you're all going to together make your way down to go talk to this woman.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's easy enough to re-find her, and as you approach Roshan with your group, she finishes her drink, stands up, and then like places the empty drink just very easily into like another person's hand and starts walking. She makes her way with ease through the crowd like she's done it a million times, and makes her way to the exit without saying anything.
Once we're outside, I'll say, so should we exchange names or?
She looks over the group. Let's go around back first. Then we can talk. And she begins to walk around the building.
We're just gonna pull up on one of the bar stools. That's probably too tall for him. Get up there and just go. He's like pointing, trying to order a few drinks real quick to take out.
Yeah, easy enough.
They have very loose open liquor laws in this town.
Laws about liquor in this town.
They're not going to make two steps of the dwarves, walk towards the outside. So don't worry about it. It's all good.
That's true.
On this continent?
Yeah, you're not going to find that here. At least westward, probably. Probably not eastward either. Anywho. Tordrick, it's very easy to get. Are you getting like a couple drinks for yourself? Is that what you're doing?
Just a couple shots.
Yeah. One of the gnomish women comes by, holds her hand out for a copper, which you can hand off, and a little sloppily, but she grabs like a dark bottle and like pours it across just a row of 3 little shots. Enjoy.
Cure wounds, cure disease, banish undead. Boom, done.
Hey!
Off
And you
the-
are able to catch up with the group easy enough. It is one fluid motion of getting up there, ordering a drink, downing the drinks, and then moving. Almost a dance.
A dance he knows well.
Saga's
He's
gonna
now
cast
trippingly
mage.
on the toes walking outside.
What's that, Saga?
Just gonna cast mage armor.
Okay. There is like a flutter of arcane energy that goes around your body and kind of hovers there lightly. What level?
It's just first level, and I rolled, and I got a 17, so we're good there.
Cool. Easy enough. All of you make it around the building. The woman kind of leans up against the wall. Introductions. Go ahead.
I'm Roshan. This is Nana, Fenn, Gorbjorn, Tordrick, and Saga. We hold no affiliation.
Well, it's only fair you were so forward. She kind of like takes a glance around and runs a hand through the short mohawk. My name's Un.
Pleasure to meet you.
So you all are up for doing a delivery?
Yes.
Where would we be taking this?
Not far. I asked a man to deliver it in town. Didn't seem interested, and it would be rude of me to say it is the easiest delivery in the world. it's not that the contents are hard to move or that, you have to sneak around to do it. It's that the person you're delivering to is a bit cheap. And sometimes muscles their way into acquiring items without paying fully.
Well, I can certainly understand your apprehension on sending anyone unable to hold their own to deliver such a thing.
And if you all are willing, I'm sure Roshan has told you, I am not paying in coin. I am only paying in information.
What sort an amount of coin are we expected to take from this person?
Well, you are going to be delivering 4 boxes. You will be receiving 1,600 gold from Denson.
Is Denson a name we've already heard?
No.
Okay.
I have a
Denson.
question.
Go right ahead.
Last time we did a delivery, it ended up that the person then hated us afterwards. I just don't. I don't want that to happen again.
My goodness. Okay, my voice is gone.
There she goes.
Dude.
Yeah.
Well,
Nana gives Saga a little pat on the back.
if you
Thank
do the delivery correctly, I see no reason to have any negative feelings.
Okay,
They
that's good.
were elf supremacists, so
I can
Oh,
assure
yeah.
you I am not.
Okay.
That
good.
is good.
Anything else though? Like any of the other ones?
Nope.
Okay.
No, pretty even across the board.
Bye. I'm sorry. I was just wondering. You make me
Oh
feel
no, it seems like a fair question. It seems like a relevant question to you all in particular. Which it's like a resume. It's good to know your past delivery work.
We did deliver on time. It was a more complex job than we were led to believe initially.
Well, I'm hoping to not bamboozle you. Denson is a pain in the ass. He is swarmy and not any good in a fight, but that doesn't mean everybody else around him isn't. Can be a bit of an intimidating job, as you can see. It's hard to get someone to do it. But if you're interested, you just have to go see Denson. He owns the Wise Head Inn. You bring him 4 boxes. He gives you 1,600 gold. I am delivered 1,600 gold. Exactly. Or we will have a problem. That's where it becomes a problem.
That is understandable. This being us acting as couriers for you, it would only make sense for you to need your due payment.
Which one is the Wise Head? Yes, the Wise Head is the brothel, not the
Yes.
Gilded Knights. Okay.
No, it's not the fancy one. It is,
I was going to say, we're not allowed there.
Sorry, we can't go there.
They don't want us there.
What's
no.
in the boxes?
Yeah, you've yet to
Yeah.
be banned. Well, I have the boxes currently on my cart, but I saw you all had one of your own. You're welcome to transfer from mine to yours.
But what's in the boxes?
Yeah.
It is a sealed box. It will remain sealed through delivery. You are just delivering the boxes.
But what's in the boxes?
Is
You
it-
said
is it-
no problem delivering, nothing in box bad or something. What's in the box?
Go ahead and roll intimidation, Gorbjorn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him plus a D4.
There you go.
I'm gonna bend luck.
Ooh.
Never mind.
I got a 15.
Is that plus the D4?
Yes.
Okay. She looks at you and then like looks the group over. And kind of shrugs. Oh, it is full of drugs. It is 100% full of drugs.
That's all you had to say, jeez.
That does
Really
gotta
being so
make
cagey.
Yeah, drugs, yeah, cool, whatever.
They will be sealed and delivered sealed, and we will return to you with your 1,600 gold.
Tordrick's going to do insight on that because she just came out with it. He's like, whoa, you know.
Drugs?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Tordrick's like, drugs!
I'm just thinking, like, as long as we're not part
14.
of the human trafficking.
I was wondering
no,
if they're
that's fair.
people. Yeah.
Well, we
Well, you
hear
guys
them.
will be traveling with the boxes, so I guess if you hear anything. But so Tordrick, you're trying to see if that's actually like if she's telling the truth about the contents of the box.
Yes.
Okay. You don't think she's lying. You think it's a bit of an omission, though. There could be more things in boxes.
Right.
It does not seem like a big omission, but it seems like it's just like she is giving you the bare minimum, is what it feels like. Just the bare
Right.
minimum.
Like
Right.
maybe some drugs and like maybe a couple paraphernalia, maybe a nice
This one box is
coffee
just full of
table
bongs.
piece. Yeah, I was thinking like a nice ceramic piece.
As
Here's one that's
fragile
made
on
of
the
blown
side.
glass.
Or it's the drug that if you're caught with it, you're automatically hung by your head and cut your toes
Yeah.
off and everything. You know, one of those.
Yeah.
If any of you decide to acquire morals, I suppose, I'll know about it first. But you all seem trustworthy, which I like in a business partner. And then you may ask me as many questions as you see fit when you arrive with my money.
That seems fair.
Right, let me show you to the boxes. Easy enough for you guys to bring your cart around. These are hefty boxes. Like,
How big exactly?
Gorbjorn can like hold them like this. Like Gorbjorn is able to like get arms around a box and lift it.
Okay.
But they're not small and they're pretty heavy, but easy enough to
It'd be
transfer
maybe
said
like
boxes.
a two-man job for anybody besides Gorbjorn.
Yeah, normal people would be like, I maybe need somebody else. There'd be a sticker on it like, this is a 2-person lift.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
The
Gorbjorn
Gorbjorn's
does-
cultivated all that corpse hauling mass, so
God.
He carried around a
Too
whole
soon.
body for like
It's
months.
been like
And a year and a
year.
half.
Grandfather figure.
Yeah.
Soon.
But she looks over the group. Anything else? I would rather you return with those boxes than an incorrect money amount.
Noted.
Perfect. I'll be here. Have fun. Oh. Dead customers don't pay. I just want to show you my where the line stops. I
That
need
makes
Denson to
sense.
buy more things.
Continued business.
Yes, please.
His underlings off limits.
Is what?
His people off limits.
Minions.
I
People.
think death is bad for business across the board. So if you're able to avoid it, I would be appreciative.
I
Should be
actually
nice to him.
appreciate that as well.
we're not murderers.
Certainly not.
Of course not.
You didn't
Yeah.
up the price since last time, did you?
Let's say last time he did not pay the proper price. This is the price he needs to pay.
All right.
He is aware.
Okay.
You ready?
Then let's head out.
All right.
She sees you off and then turns on a heel and walks back inside. Starting to get a bit later in the day. You still have a little sun left, but you start to make your way through town, kind of back towards the where they have a bunch of their just nice stuff kind of crammed together. Gorbjorn and Saga, you realize you're like a couple blocks over from where the temple is if you guys are jumping ship.
I think we were gonna do it after, right?
Okay, we'll do it after.
It's still daylight, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still kind
Just
of
for
early.
clarification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Not for
What
too much
about-
longer, but currently little sun left.
Yeah,
so
we
like it's
want it
winter time, so
dark.
maybe it's like about 4 o'clock.
I don't want to kill my new guard friend, so let's wait until the new guard comes.
Wait till he switches out with
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah, wait until it switches to somebody I don't know. Then I don't have to feel bad about caving in his face.
Maybe
Um,
we should try to not kill them when we go in. That would be a good strategy.
I'll hit him nicely.
Okay.
Hit
So-
them nicely.
So as
my
the cart gets quite a bit away from the inn, Tordrick will kind of scuffle up over to Roshan and go, "Well, I'm proud of you, Roshan. That was a good idea. I mean, you know, drugs, they sell the drugs to kids and stuff. This is a bad thing, and we're going to be able to turn this stuff in or find some way to, you know, hijack this whole thing so that the community doesn't get screwed by these drug dealers. That's
Yeah,
amazingly cool."
Let's just keep the drugs.
Unfortunately, I don't think either of those things are going to be things that work. We need to deliver these because she has information that we need, and she is a criminal, one with at least a modicum of pull in this area, and if we did that, we wouldn't make it out of town, and if we did, we wouldn't be welcomed back.
Well,
Say
But-
nothing of the fact that she is a standing connection to Rose. And that's a better lead than we've had in a long time.
drugs aren't a good thing.
No.
They're
People,
not?
no, people,
Oh, okay.
Not
they
generally.
I don't know. I thought this was, after I heard what was in the boxes, I thought this would be, this was a, you know, we were doing another good thing.
We're still doing a good thing. We're helping Roshan out, get some information about his sister. If it helps you to not remember what's in the boxes or pretend you didn't hear, then maybe that's what we should do. But Roshan has always been there for us. We should do our part to be there for him.
Oh yeah, I'm always there for all of you. It's not.
I understand where you're coming from, Tordrick. I'm not the most comfortable with it, but
I understand as well, and we're not going to hurt anyone. And
All
it's
right,
the least we can do for our friend.
yeah.
Can I like investigate the boxes while this conversation's going on? I'm gonna like knock on all of them, looking for a human.
Yeah.
like you were also carrying a couple of them.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
could
They're
have
in the
probably
cart now,
felt
right?
like what the shift was as you were loading them in the cart.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
roll investigation, and you have the time in the cart, so you can take your time a bit.
I bet he's really good at investigation.
Oh, I
Oh
believe-
yeah.
How good.
It might
hear
even be worst skill material.
It
I
is
wonder.
worth skill material, but I got a 5 total.
Aw. Well, you can take your time with it. Does that mean he can roll again later?
No,
No.
this is his
Oh.
chance at investigating this box.
Unfortunate.
So you take your time. When you picked it up, it's not like if you imagined a body in the fetal position, it wasn't like you were like a body knocking around. Didn't feel like that. Feels equally full around it, is heavy, sound like wood, is nailed shut, and you're like, and you put an ear to it, and nobody's like, help me, I'm trapped inside, and you're like, all right.
All right,
Um,
it's drugs.
So you're convinced there are no people in there.
No people, no goats. Got it.
No people, no animals. You don't think there's anything alive in there, probably. But as
Can
you
I-
all talk,
Can
go
I
ahead,
smell
Saga.
them?
She wants to smell them.
Yeah.
Would you like to also investigate this box, Saga?
No, I just want to smell them.
Oh, okay. It smells like, it's pretty straightforward. It smells like drugs. Saga knows the scent of drugs, like
I
a
mean,
drug
she
dog
takes
who's just been honed in on the scent.
Oh, it smells like.
She points
Anybody
at
smell almonds?
Right.
It smells like wood. It also has like a bit of like a straw smell to it. It's the only kind of obvious sense you can get from just sniffing at it.
What? Who would know this? Roshan, what do drugs smell like?
Oh my god.
They come in a plethora of different kinds. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know that I could tell you.
Well, those boxes smell like a barn. So,
A barn? Like manure?
yeah. No, just like hay and stuff.
Oh,
I don't
Well,
think I'd like those ones.
maybe as packing, perhaps, for whatever the drugs are in. Jars
Oh, are they,
or what
are
have
they
you.
fragile?
Jars carrying drugs, probably, yes.
Oh,
My
okay.
favorite is how many times you guys casually say drugs as you go through town. Our box is full of drugs. What do you think about the drugs in our cart? I don't know, friend. What do you think?
Drugs
about
for the
drugs?
boy, drugs for the boys, we got them.
Question about the drugs in our
Maybe
cart.
we can upsell these and get a better
We
profit
can just
than
be the
you.
new
Yeah.
DoorDash and shit.
2,000 gold for drugs.
Yeah, new plan. We take over this town.
Yeah,
No.
drug dash over here. Yeah.
Drug dash, here we go.
But
Yeah.
God.
you find the Wise Head Inn.
Jesus.
It's a very nice building. Kind of an intricate wood on the outside. Doesn't look incredibly old. It looks like a somewhat newer building, or at least well maintained. You can see that there are like heavy curtains covering windows, and most prominently, two very, very attractive women stand at the entrance in like just
That
like
makes sense.
big fur coats. Watching
How attractive
you all
are we
approach.
talking?
We're talking probably like if they lined up all of the sex workers in the place and were like, objectively, maybe this one.
Don't worry,
They
guys.
are-
I'll talk down these guards.
Oh,
Hello, guards. The women kind of
Hi
like look
there,
over at you guys as you
guards.
come up, and your cart.
Did you know I'm a prince?
I'm just gonna quickly cast Emboldening Bond on me, Roshan, and Gorbjorn. Just in
Okay.
That's
case.
fair. That's fair.
The cart kind of slows in front, and a woman looks over to you. One of them has like very porcelain skin, sort of pulled back blonde hair that curls at the edges, kind of holding. I'm sorry, I just see your hands, but I know that your video is behind, so I can't tell if it's relevant to what's happening right now or not. But kind of holding the fur collar closed around her neck as she like looks over at you. The other woman, beautiful, deep, darker skin tone, darker hair, which is kind of combed over onto the side and put into like a nice bun, kind of braid and bun combo right above her
Ooh.
ear. Both of them have like lipstick on and like and a bit of makeup. They look over, and as the cart stops, the paler woman sort of like lets go of the collar a bit, and it like exposes her cleavage. Seeing, you can tell that there's no shirt on under this fur, and she's like, "Do you need a hand warmer or?"
I think we're looking for Denson. Is there
I've
a
got gloves.
door in the back we could
got
find him
gloves.
at?
Um,
Slap
smiles. Understood. And she kind of pulls the collar back close and like holds on to it. Well, if you're looking for Denson, he is inside. You can use the front door.
Thank you very much.
All right. Someone stay with the cart. Gorbjorn, make sure these ladies don't take any of our stuff.
I'm already like, hey.
I don't have gloves.
Like, kind of a little bit like sort of straightening her hair a little bit and kind of like,
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm cool.
The woman who had pulled her collar back shut, like, let's go again, is like, okay. But
she still got it.
Gorbjorn stays outside to watch the cart.
Fenn and Tordrick, why don't you stay and keep an eye on both Gorbjorn and the cart?
That may be.
Tordrick looks at the nice ladies at the front of this place and kind of looks over and looks at Fenn, looks at the ladies and goes, all right.
All right, I'll watch the cart.
Just a little bit of a smile, man.
Oh no, boo.
You broke him, Jillian.
I did, I ruined it.
Broke the whole internet connection.
Ladies, too hot, whole internet break in half. But
Whoosh.
the rest of you step inside.
Fenn, please. Please don't let anything happen to the cart.
I'm watching the cart.
Bless you.
Just get an assessment of how many problems there might be inside.
Of course.
And if you can, and come here.
Yes.
Try and get Nana to lean in close. Try and see where they might keep the money in case he doesn't want to pay.
All right.
Okay. The group splits. Half of them left with very nice company, and the other half go inside into the building is just as beautiful on the inside. There are fabrics and furs, very nice furnishings. It is a lovely and very warm establishment. There's the smell of like incense and oils that sort of permeate the place. And as you walk in, you immediately clock two very large men armed with short swords flanking the door. You walk past them as you come in, and standing at a desk is a thin man with like dark slicked back hair and like a bit of a mustache.
Does he look like a Denson?
The word to use to describe Denson was a bit swarmy. I would say that this starts to fit in, and he gives you all a smile. Quite a large group. How can I help you? And that is where we are going to take our break today. To jump in.
You'll have to tune back in to find out what happens next.
So we're going to take a 10-minute break, go get a snack, go get a drink, and then we will see if we can make a drug deal happen. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. See you then.
Thank you, 10.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Cold for episode 75 of On the Backs of Gods. We just took our 10-minute break. The party is currently half reluctantly, half uncaringly participating in a drug deal. Sometimes you
Like
gotta
you do.
Sometimes you got to do a little drug deal so you can get information out of a drug dealer. But it's easy enough. You have all arrived at the Wise Head Inn, which, as somehow has been nicknamed throughout the show, has pins, which refer to sex workers. But there are two lovely women outside keeping company for the men watching the cart. And the rest go inside to where they meet a man that they could describe as swarmy, thin, slicked back dark hair, mustache. And he says, quite a large group. How can I help you?
We're here simply with a delivery from Burtroe.
Smacks his lips a bit. Right.
Does he glance towards, I don't know, say, a place where he might keep his money when he gets...
He instantly
pressured about
looks to
Burtroe?
his treasure chest.
I mean, like, I was asked to look for signs of where he keeps his money. I'm just looking at opportunities to find that out.
Probably not at the entrance where people can run away with it.
Definitely not.
You see him look to your group, then look back and say, wouldn't mind some assistance up front. And you can hear the footsteps of a few people walking in. Interesting. And he looks over. Didn't really think Burtroe the type to send thugs in, but...
Do I look like a thug to you, sir? I'm sorry.
You over.
I was honestly about to compliment your establishment. It's beautiful.
Because my establishment is beautiful.
Exactly.
You're not
as
wrong.
are your coworkers.
You watch as two more large, well-armed men kind of come in and just go to the opposite corners.
We sent in the least thug-looking members of our group.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like Roshan and Nana and Saga.
Hey, you just told this guy your alliances. He looks over
He
the
can
group.
make assumptions if he wants.
He is probably correct about them. Well, now it feels a little more even in the room. So you have my delivery.
Yes.
We do indeed.
We're expecting 1,600 gold pieces in exchange for 4 boxes.
And then turns and then laughs to each person in the room, just like pinpoints each one and laughs in their general direction. Mm-hmm. That is not the agreed upon price.
Can I insight check him on all this?
Yeah, does he seem like he's lying?
You're welcome to roll insight.
I'd like to also insight, unless somebody else
11.
instantly
15.
Ooh, damn.
Oh wait, we can add a D4 because we're emboldened. Me
yeah.
and you.
Oh yeah, this is the emboldened group.
Well,
no, wait.
Not.
not
I'm
Nana.
outside.
Not Nana.
That's okay, though. I actually got a 21.
What the?
I have a 17 now.
14.
He says it is not the agreed upon price.
What is he? Can I tell what he thinks about the person that he's working with at all? Does he think that the lady's a pack or something? She's.
You would have to, I think, direct some questions into that area to get a vibe about it.
Okay.
But he looks over. Listen, you seem a bit green, which is probably why you agreed to this. That's all right. He smiles. How about this? You give me the boxes. I give you 500 gold. And you all casually leave town, and I don't say which direction you left in.
That's unfortunately untenable for us. We'll either be taking 1,600 gold back to our employer and leaving the boxes here, or we won't be leaving any boxes here.
The thing is, you will probably be leaving those boxes here.
Is that a threat?
Do I look like a thug to you?
Do we?
Well, yeah, you called us thugs. I don't know what a thug looks like anymore.
No, I don't know.
Honestly,
You
our
don't
frame
look like
of
me.
reference is entirely offset.
Yeah.
Listen,
We're just here to do business. That is all. We were given an amount to expect, and we were told to bring that amount or to bring the goods back. That is all we were told.
you were told an incorrect number. I owe...
Well, then you need to take that up with her. It's not our job to be this kind of intimidated middleman. You will pay that price, or we are leaving with those boxes, and you may try to stop us, but it's not going to go well for you or any of your men.
I'm gonna look intimidating.
First, I'd like to start with Saga. Could you roll in?
Oh god, you did so good though.
Do
I'm
it.
just trying to hype
This
them
is
up.
to see if you're helping.
Okay.
This is to see if you help at all.
All right.
Don't forget you
Come
can
on.
add that D4.
Oh shit! I rolled a 19. I have a plus
Hell yeah!
4.
Hell yeah,
Okay,
hell yeah,
so
hell
it's
yeah!
a 23 plus my D4. Okay.
Oh,
Hell
fuck
yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I rolled a
get
1.
it,
It's a
get-
24. It's a 24.
So it's like a nat 20 almost.
It's almost yeah. It's
Yeah.
basically a nat 20.
Roshan, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Can do.
What's he rolling?
Make sure I look real magic.
Intimidation.
I got a nat 20 with advantage.
Excellent, my dude!
And the D4 as well.
Plus 3 plus 5, so 28.
I
Oh,
give the man a shot. Denson holds his ground, but you can just see like a bit of a quiver in the lip as he looks over the group. Saga now fully to him looking like a thug as she bows up.
I've got
and
magic
looks
still.
intimidating
Gorbjorn
as you
impression.
possibly can.
Yeah. Exactly.
It seems Un has found herself a quite capable delivery team. He looks around. You can see that all of the gentlemen present have a hand casually resting on their swords, and they're just keeping an eye on you, and then like a glance towards Denson, kind of looking for any cue on what they should do. Right. Well. I suppose I could find business elsewhere. But it would be a pain in the ass. And kind of like grits his teeth, and like the demeanor slips a bit.
it does seem as though this is a convenient arrangement for.
Oh, there's nothing convenient about the current arrangement. Yes, it's criminals, whatnot, what have you. But this is not the correct price. Damn it. Now he's just pissed.
We can certainly bring that remark back to our employer. And
She is quite aware of my feelings on it. Bring in the boxes, I want to see them.
no.
I will point my thumb backwards to anyone behind me and just whisper through a message spell toward Gorbjorn or Tordrick or Fenn and say, they'd like you to bring in the boxes.
Okay.
And then I will look to him and say, they should be in presently.
Good. Meanwhile, outside.
Oh, yes.
I
the
hope
women
you
are all
chose
just sort of
well.
casually watching all of you. And the woman with the blonde kind of curled hair at the end looks over the group. So a hand warmer or while you wait?
No, we have someone that makes gloves. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure if Torjik runs his hands through beard, it warms his hands.
I'm dying.
She like squints a little. Those must be right.
They're fine
Lots
gloves.
right
They're,
there.
Watch.
they're wonderful. I'm
It's like super warm.
I'm sure if you asked her, she'd make you a pair of gloves for yourself. They're wonderful gloves. Her craftsmanship is astounding. I've never seen anything like it. And I'm Elven.
Told similar things about my gloves, but
Oh my god.
and the other woman on the other side like snickers a bit. But all right then. Warm your hands as you see fit. And
Even
this
that
sort of
cold
just
out.
gets comfortable.
Tordrick will pull out his flask and take a quick shot and offer one of the nice ladies a shot if they want to keep their throats warm.
It's just his priestly duty.
He's just trying to help.
Exactly. Got a halo up here, okay? Trust me.
We know.
Both women turn their focus to Tordrick and box out Fenn and Gorbjorn and have turned their focus fully to him. That would be very much appreciated. And they would take the flask if you offered it.
Oh, he offers it willingly.
It's his piety.
It's part of my oath to my gods.
Yes. I offer succor to the suffering.
They take a drink and then they kind of like smile and look to you and like they go to they start kind of just casually having conversation with you, Tordrick, and like complimenting the drink. And like it is handed back to you. And then Roshan, who would you pick? I need one.
Probably Fenn.
Okay. You're like, of the group today, this one.
Yeah.
And you receive a message that says, could you bring in the boxes, please?
Gorbjorn, you'd give me a hand bringing these boxes in. Roshan's in my brain.
Box.
Nailed
Is in my hands. Okay.
Easy enough. Tordrick, are you going to stay with the ladies or are you going to help move boxes?
Fenn didn't even ask for his help. He just let him do his
He's
thing.
aware it's happening, but
That's a tough decision suddenly.
Yeah.
Drink or help?
He's on guard duty. Okay.
Well, Tordrick.
He does have to mind the cart, after all.
And rose petals.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
he's very concerned because this is not really a great thing that the group's doing. So he's going to have to sacrifice what fun he could have right now talking to these nice ladies. And what he does do is, as the two guys start grabbing things, he's going to smile at the ladies and then look for just a little mist in the air, just a little bit of like liquid water, and he's going to bless each of them to make sure that they all have emboldening bond on them. So because now that they're going in, he wants to make sure everybody's covered. And he doesn't know how far everybody is away, and it's only a certain amount of protection in certain areas. So he kind of shows off his abilities and the nice color water in front of the ladies and the smiles and assures them that he'll be back.
Um,
Well, we'll be here.
The-
And they watch as like these like small snowflakes have started to fall, and just they bend to your will, and each member outside is blessed and like brought into this bond.
Just a note. Gorbjorn already has a emboldening bond, so
Right.
Nana inside is the one that doesn't have it, unless you were casting it on the ladies. I wasn't sure.
I thought you were casting it on the ladies.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
We'll never know.
Crashed.
Never know.
It crashed. Sorry.
Oh,
What was that?
no.
I'm sorry, didn't catch.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Gorbjorn has emboldening bond. I wasn't
know.
sure if you were casting it on the ladies or.
No, I was casting it on the three that were outside, including myself.
Because it's you, Fenn, and Gorbjorn outside.
Right.
Can we retcon just?
Yeah, can we
people
just switch it?
inside?
I am happy to say that the whole party is bonded to a cleric
Okay.
currently.
Perfect.
No, I knew that. I knew that Gorbjorn was blessed. Tortrick knew that because obviously he saw what you were doing, but at the same time, he wasn't sure how far away the group was.
Oh, yeah.
I know there's an area of effect that people have to be in a certain range for it to be an effect. So that's why
I'll
I did
just
it.
say everybody except Nana has a bond on them at this point in time. Easy enough.
Sounds
But
good.
you all come inside with boxes and you kind of set them up in the room. Dusty, could you examine them, please? And one of the men kind of pushes off the wall, starts to like pick up and examine the boxes.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay. You keep eyes on him. If you don't mind, we are going to open the boxes to make sure everything is present because we are already being screwed on the price.
Can see
Enjoy
they
your
have
time.
not been tampered with.
Takes a moment, but seems Dusty is a big, strong man and is able to pop the tops off of each box. Looks inside. You can see from like your angle that he like is pushing like straw out of the way to look deeper into the boxes. Moves it to the side. Does this with all of them, and then like is like, yeah, it's all there. And Dusty kind of goes back to his position. Denson looks over the group. Quite a large group for little old me. All right. Fine. 1,600 gold. And you can tell your employer that if the price does not change, it would be worth my time and money to find someone else.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to us. This is a one-time thing.
Okay.
We are but the messengers. We can carry a message.
I'll happily tell that to her, but I'll also tell your hired hands that they should expect more hazard pay if you go with less reputable sources.
You all have a nice day.
You as well.
Get them their coin. A different guy, not Dusty.
Rusty.
Rusty steps
yes.
forward and he makes his way into a back room.
There's
Now-
Dusty, Rusty, Trusty.
And
Rusty
Lusty.
is he's not
Lusty,
just
yeah.
a hired hand.
Yeah.
He's also a pin.
He thinks he's here for a good time. He's like, I'll like stab a guy, I'll like make out with a person, whatever. I'll do
Or
whatever.
friendly stab a guy. Who knows?
Kiss a guy, stab a guy, whatever. Lusty's just in it for the fun.
Yeah.
You can see him standing there smiling like he's having just a great time doing this. He's just like, this is great. But eventually,
having a great time.
Rusty comes back with a small chest. Here you go. And hands it directly to Roshan. Now, you're welcome to count it if you see fit. But I have plenty of people in here that will back me up in saying that the correct amount is in there.
I would like to insight that just to see.
Sure, go ahead.
I'll back him up on that.
You both stare deeply. So Roshan, you can have it.
25.
I'm too busy looking at pins. Like,
Nana's trying her best to stay professional. She does occasionally glance at
Gorbjorn and Nana are ineffective here. They're just both like a woman walks by, like past like a banister, and just kind of like waves over at the group, and then kind of keeps walking, like seeing that they're not going up to pay, and then makes like a bit of a sad face, and then just kind of keeps walking. But Nana's sweating. I can't be here. Roshan, you got like a 20 something?
25.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, it seems legit. You're basing this based on his agitation. He's mad about this. And you think if he was getting away with something, he would be less mad.
Okay.
He'd be more chill.
Right. Well,
I trust you will have a good evening, and we will not have to come back to pick up any delinquent payment for this. I hope all of you in this place have a great night, a profitable night.
of course. Tonight's rate is doubled, of course.
Good to hear.
Looks past you, is not making eye contact with you anymore, is looking over at the more distracted companions of the group. Right, well, off you go.
Roshan will about face and walk out.
You all walk out. The boxes are then picked up by the E's, and they take their things and they bring them the stees. The usties? Anyhow.
What is musty like? Yeah.
Oh, they don't let him in the
We keep
front.
him in the back.
Musty
We don't.
No, he's up in the attic.
Not
And then
currently
crusty?
present.
Like,
He's one of the
goodness.
pins too. He's the gimp.
Oh no.
All of you make your way outside.
Busty's their sister.
Oh,
So you're outside. Cart no longer with boxes.
What about Thrusty?
Another pin. Yeah.
I've made a mistake.
That's
I've
another
made an
sister, and she
error.
specializes in strap-ons.
Oh my gosh. Tonight it's doubled. The price is doubled. You get in your car, you drive away.
We start heading back toward the funky chicken.
The funky chicken.
The cart begins to roll away. The two pins at the front give a little bit of a wave directed at Tordrek. But as the cart goes, Saga and Gorbjorn, you are very aware. Oh, the sad wave. You're very aware that you are oddly not very far from the temple here. And the sun has just, like, it is currently setting. Like, you could get there, glance around, and then it would be, lanterns, torches, the vibe.
This was going to be a surprise, but Saga and I were going to make you new armor, Fenn, so we need you to come with us to a shop so that we could get you sized up.
Oh, well, that's very sweet.
That's unexpected, but also appreciated. Thank you. I'll come with. Can you manage the rest of the way with this?
I think we should be okay. Enjoy your late night armor run.
Indeed. Best of luck to all three of you.
Thank you. Oh, I just said thank you to the person who's coming with me. Whatever.
No, it's fine. I'm sure they traded it back at us. It's cool. Damn it.
Oh no, now I have to take a shower to wash the awkward off.
I remember the day. I remember back in the day you had to take a lot of those.
Gosh, it doesn't sound right. Like,
Yeah. Like,
nothing's right anymore. Everything's ruined. You guys drive away on the cart.
Again,
the cart keep going, but that leaves Fenn, Gorbjorn, and Saga left behind. As the other cart makes its way back to the place, it has the word chicken in it. Whatever it is at this point in time.
Chicken head.
The grimy chicken.
It is not the grimy chicken, but
As we're like waving goodbye, I'll like kind of somewhat turn to Fenn and be like,
Okay, I lied. You're paying me back for that bow I got you.
All right. I thought I'd done my good deed for the day. What can I help you with, Gorbjorn?
You're going to do your bad deed for the day.
Oh no!
bad deed time.
don't worry,
boy.
we're walking away from the good
Yeah.
Towards the temple.
Yeah, we're godless.
God.
We're gonna go steal a goat from the godhead.
And we're going to scope out the place for the guard change. See if
Perfect.
security lessons.
Yeah. The three of you approach the temple. Fenn, you are led to the temple. And you see that from your angle, you can see two of the guards. Who is going to I have to pick a new word.
Oh, say it.
No. Who's going to man this? Who's going to be the person, keeping, who's going to try and check to see the rotation?
I'll look.
That's great. Saga, I only assume your friends are there to help because they're all here for a heist, and Fenn is here because he owes a bad deed. But go ahead and roll perception, Saga, with advantage.
Okay. I still have the emboldening bond. Oh wow.
24.
Okay. Now, Saga, you've never scoped out a place to watch for guard rotation, but you're like, I don't want to get caught by guards. It seems obvious to me. I want to know what they're doing.
Yes.
When you've approached, the first thing you notice is that you do not think this is the same group of guards.
Okay.
You think this is a different set, just based on vague heights and weapons. You're like, okay, I walked by that guy in the corner. He did not have that. So you think the rotation's already happened. Taking like a bit of a look around, I just feel like Egil has just negatively influenced Saga, and she's like, no, I got this.
She's a criminal mastermind now.
She just takes on
Probably.
elements of different people, and she's like, I got this, and scopes out the place. There are two entrances. There's one at the front. There's one at the back. There is no door.
What about windows?
It is not a window situation. There are thin slats.
Gotcha.
Kind of
but
near the
nothing
top.
We can get through.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to fit. So there's the doors. There is a guard on each corner. So they are not at the doors, but the doors are within line of sight of two guards each.
Okay, the guards in the back, are they in an alleyway where there's not people walking by, or is there still...
It is still road, but it is later. So it is not like a bunch of people are actively about. There's the occasional person, but people are heading home or heading out to drink.
Hey guys, so I know Gorbjorn was talking about bopping people, but that might make noise. So what if I just did that thing where I make a little pattern swirly jellyfish and then people just look at? What if I do that to the people in the back so then they just don't see us?
That's not a terrible idea.
I think it's a good idea, actually. Not
Hey,
terrible.
no.
idea.
I was meaning to be complimentary.
You bows up.
I like it.
I feel confident today.
Oh,
I
your
love
plan is
confidence.
great.
Thank you.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
All right, Saga.
What are we doing anyhow?
Oh,
Fenn raises his hand.
What is the
Right.
objective here?
So you know there's a goat in there. I think they're gonna kill it, and I wanna get it before it has to be killed.
They're definitely gonna kill that goat.
I don't want that to happen.
Okay.
And then Gorbjorn wants some other stuff, I think, but
Prince needs a crown.
Oh, yes.
All right,
Actually,
I'll help you.
that would be nice.
I'll help you get a goat.
Okay.
I don't want the goat to die either. Always seemed unfair to me.
I don't understand why they were doing it in the first place. Like, they weren't even gonna, like... I mean, if you're gonna kill the goat, then you gotta, like, make use of it. You can't just kill it for nothing. Silly.
Agreed. It would be one thing if they were to hunt the goat, if the goat was wild up in the mountains and they had to track it and find it. But they raised that goat. That goat's not afraid of them. It's not fair game.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cast a spell. If we stand here and talk for too long, we're probably gonna be noticed. So...
You should have brought Nana. We used to steal goats all the time.
I don't think that's a good idea.
So I can cast this with careful spells so that we don't end up getting hurt by it. Okay. So we can start moving closer.
Mm-hmm.
The range on this spell is not a pattern. 120 feet, so we can be pretty far away before we start to approach.
Okay.
But
Do you
we
need
want them
line
in
of
the
sight
same
on them?
area, so
I just need. It just says 30-foot cube within range.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all can start making your way in that direction because you have to kind of more go back to that side of the street. Not even gonna make you guys roll if you're like 100 feet away. How long does the spell last, by the way? I'm just curious.
It only lasts for a minute.
Okay, guys. So we only have 1 minute until they're not hypnotized anymore. So I don't know if we want to run in and be really fast, or maybe use the time that we have to make them asleep.
I say fast.
Fast is good. All right.
Okay, let's try to get a little closer so that we can be faster.
are they within the range of just getting hit with the spell or no?
They're within 30 feet of each other.
That is a valid question. One moment.
How big is this place?
Because if so, I was gonna act as a distraction, go up to the door and just like try to open it.
Let's not be any more obvious than we need to.
Maybe we shouldn't let them see our faces. I was thinking about blindfolding them once they're hypnotized.
But then they can't see the thing that's hypnotizing them.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Depends. If you get them both, then I don't think it should matter too much. But I might have another. Just let me know if we can get them both.
I would say they are just within range because they are not perfectly set on exactly the corners. They are a bit inwards. I would say they're just within range.
What if we like throw a rock in the middle? Or I know, I'll throw sumac. This is your time, buddy.
Do you just?
What?
All right.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just trying to think. This is a wholly dishonest thing that we're doing here, and
It's fine.
well, not wholly dishonest, but I'm getting the hang of it. I think I've got the idea.
Okay, fine.
And I'm
This
just
is
All
fine.
right, you weren't there.
You
So
keep
there's
talking
like a crazy
a lot.
big blue lady.
Yeah. We have to be really quick, so I don't want to be seen. We can talk about it later.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
After.
Gorbjorn, I'm apologizing in advance.
So Saga,
Never be
you're
sorry.
No, Gorbjorn, I'm apologizing to you in advance.
Oh,
What? I don't understand.
It's fine. Just go ahead.
So Saga, you're going to try and sneak closer so you can throw sumac.
Yes, I want to
Or
sneak
just
a little.
give it to me and I can chuck it the whole.
Oh yeah, you could. I feel like we should be just close enough where we could dash in, because if we're trying to do this whole thing within a minute, that's like a combat round.
That's
So
why
I
I'm
would
saying
love-
let me get close and make
Yeah.
the guards try to stop me and then throw it on them and
It's
then I
10
can go
combat
inside.
rounds.
So I would love
Yeah, it's quite a
stealth
few.
or performance from everyone.
Oh, I can-
Stealth or performance?
Yep.
I can do that.
Woo, that's a natural 19 plus my
Ooh.
6, 25.
Fuck, of
Rolling
course I
right
rolled-
in. Yeah, I know,
rolled
I'm getting
bad.
close.
27 to stealth.
Y'all can add emboldening bond. The
Oh, right.
Oh,
close
and that's
together.
yeah,
And then 29.
29 as well to stealth.
Woo!
A 15 performance.
Okay. Gorbjorn and Fenn are like gone. They're like, we're made for this and are gone.
Ninja dust.
But Saga just
Fucking say it.
casually kind of strolls over, trying to look like a normal human, doing normal human things like walking on the road, which is what people do. This is normal. I can walk on the road.
Yeah, I walk instead of skip. It's a little difficult, but it's a little hop.
You
So
try
like
to
every
just
other
walk
step, you
on.
do a little skip. You're like, wait.
Huh,
No.
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 Focus.
Yes.
And you're just going to chuck Sumac by the entrance?
So they get close to each other, yes.
Excuse me, don't come up to my mic and hiss. You may leave. You casually walk by. You reach into your pocket and take out Sumac. Hey, throw it.
And then I'm like, oh no, he jumped!
You scream, oh no, he jumped. The men seem like they start to look at the thing that like clattered a bit, and then more towards the person who yelled after it happened.
Oh.
And one of them like kind of, ma'am, are you all right? And starts to make his way closer. And the other guy has also moved in a bit. So these men have started to move inwards, focused more on you than Sumac.
A boof.
Tell me what they see and then tell me what I need to roll.
I think that this time it'll be what was that god? The god's it was in that
Njord.
temple. Njord.
Njord.
I'll make
Njord.
a Njord that like
Njord.
steps down with his beautiful feet, I guess. from the clouds and just like kneels in front of them and begins like, you guys are so good at your jobs. I'm like so pleased with your work. Continue what you're doing. Bro.
Why does he sound like someone that's in defeat?
Out loud. And you watch as both men stare in horrified awe at their god who has just stepped down from the heavens to tell them they're doing a good job. And they both stare. You guys have a minute.
And I sidestep and run.
You all start running.
I cast Zephyr Strike and I slap Gorbjorn in the face.
Okay, as long as we're running.
Yeah.
I'll bonus action use my ring of jump.
You slap him, you start to make your way ahead. You watch as this man like just puts a foot back and leaps forward at a speed and length inhuman. But you all run inside. First, I would love athletics from the team. If you used an ability, you get advantage.
Can I use acrobatics as I skip in?
Yes, but it'll be a slightly higher DC.
Okay, I'll take it.
Cool.
Oh, natural 20, baby.
Woo!
Me too.
Wow.
Oh, plus the
That's,
D4 as well.
It's a 15 on each dice, so that's an 18
shit.
for athletics.
I rolled a 4 on the D4. I've got a 29.
Oh shit! I got a D4 to add to it.
Wow.
It's a 19 to
There you
athletics.
go.
28, sure.
Oh,
You
I'm so
Um,
fast.
you all are faster than you should be. Some of you magically fast, so it makes sense that Fenn is just already in the building. Like he's just there instantaneously. Just
I can
at
bonus
the
action dash too.
It is very quick. You all run inside. The room is pretty dark. It is just the bit of moonlight that's kind of shining in through, but you've been inside, you've cased the joint. What do we do?
With my ring of jump, I can reach up and grab something 30 feet in the air.
You
So
can.
the statue being like what, 15 to 20 feet tall, I could just jump up, take the crown, and jump up again and take the cloak that I had.
Yeah. Easy enough. Gorbjorn makes a beeline to the statue, jumps up, yoinks the crown off, jumps up, yoinks the cloak off, and has successfully stolen both items.
I've made it a beeline
there's-
for the goat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
I'll cut the goat free.
How did you get here before me? I rolled a 29.
I have a movement speed of 35 feet. I cast Zephyr Strike, which adds 30 feet to my
rolled
movement. I can
rolled
dash
a
and
natural
bonus
20.
action dash.
Okay, you take the goat then. I don't need
You
it.
freeze the goat,
Saga,
but
he
can take the
cuts
goat.
the rope, you grab the
Okay.
rope.
Yeah.
Give me the
Here
goat.
for this goat. The goat kind of just seems unimpressed with the situation, and kind of like looks at you, Saga. Saga, I'm either going to need something strength based or something animal handling based to get this goat to follow you.
I am proficient in animal handling.
There you go. If you have something to assist in this, you can have advantage, but you need something to assist.
We didn't think
Not
about
like a
like-
person,
Oh, yeah,
but
if the
like a
goat-
thing.
Yeah, if the goat doesn't go with Saga, I'm gonna put it in the bag of holding. That,
Oh.
that should be
No,
the threat of
because
that
you
should be
need
enough.
to use the bag of holding to scoop up all the gold around the fucking statue. You are busy, sir.
I can't breathe in there.
It would have 10
It can
minutes.
hold its breath for a minute.
It would have 10 minutes of air, but you guys
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
all we've got anyways.
that.
21
Okay.
on animal handling.
21.
I imagine as I like jump up onto the statue, I'm directing Fenn to like pick up gold and stuff after he's freed the goat. I'm like, what are you doing? No, this stuff.
I
Focus.
thought we were going for goat. I thought that
Saga wants to go. I want the gold.
goodness, Fenn will help, but now he's having a crisis of
Oh no!
of
You help
conscience
shovel
here.
gold into the bag of holding, taking from this altar at the beautiful feet of this statue. Saga, tell me how you get this goat to go fast, because it's gonna go.
Well, I always have something of food related, some kind of sweets in my pockets usually. So I'll just kind of like reach in and pull out like a very old muffin or something like that, and just be like, "Hello, I've come to save you. Here you go. We are best friends now. Come with me."
The goat. You think the goat heard and understood all of that because it follows easily. So if
I
you
say it all in Loxodon,
Yeah,
because that's what animals speak.
it is what animals speak. It is what we have proven to be true about a
Yes.
unicorn. So it is true about all animals,
Yes.
as deductive reasoning.
Yes.
You
Get it done.
speak to this goat, you pull out food, it's interested. Saga, are you gonna start making a beeline out?
I mean, do I notice any nice fabrics other than the one that Gorbjorn grabbed?
I mean, you've been in here before, you know that there are some nice like fabrics hanging from the wall, but they are like the length of the wall.
And they depict like weird, sexy feet.
Yeah,
So-
there's like a
Oh.
sexy feet one, but they're like
Let's
attached.
take the
to
foot one.
You guys are welcome to try and steal the foot tapestry, but it would be more than a minute.
Yeah,
I don't think I want it.
yeah,
I
neither,
don't
neither
want
do I. It's jokingly I want it, but what would I do with it? Nothing.
Holding
Where
a
would you hang
huge
it?
20-foot long tapestry, what would I do with it?
Yeah, well, who needs 20 feet of feet?
20 feet of feet. So Saga, are you heading out?
Honestly, yeah, I gotta get this goat to safety.
Yeah, you
Okay.
find a hiding spot while we just steal and be bad
Okay.
boys.
Yeah. Saga, you make a beeline. You
I'll
see
grab
that-
sumac on my way out.
and you scoop up the crab, who is not where you threw it. Is a little off to the side, and you're like, okay, buddy. And you
I
pick
just
it up.
glare at those soldiers because they must have kicked my crab. That's rude.
One of them's openly weeping. Meanwhile, still inside, we have Fenn and Gorbjorn, who have acquired a good bit of the gold and such inside. It would take longer to pinpoint everything, but you get a good
we're
handle.
working under the minute restriction.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I magic
yeah.
surged as well.
Oh, thank you. I truly appreciate this. One moment.
You better not turn into a goat, I swear.
What did you do?
Two goats. Go ahead and roll the d20 first.
Uh-huh.
I'm so excited this happened. Thank you. It was going too well.
A 9 on the d20.
Okay, and then the d100.
34.
Interesting. As you run outside, you pick up Sumac, and like you watch as one of his little crab eyes glows, and then like kind of separates from the body, and like is like looking at you like, you want to see anything in particular? And when you like close your eyes, you can see the eye looking back at you. You have the use of arcane eye for like a minute.
Oh, I can see through. Okay. What does arcane eye even do? Give me a moment. What does it do?
It's like a surveillance
It's like a
camera.
drone
Yeah,
eye.
it's like an eye that floats around and you can see through it. You can send it
It's invisible.
basically anywhere nearby. You can send it
okay.
basically anywhere.
Well,
So
I'm
you
just
can check something
gonna.
out.
I'll just like hide Sumac somewhere and like keep him there for surveillance, and then run and hide so I can tell what the guards are doing.
No,
Yeah,
like
you
in
can.
send
The eye
arcane
is separate. It
anywhere.
just
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
like the eye
manifests.
can
Oh,
be
okay,
like
okay.
a continent away kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
So you could
Then
put
I'll
it wherever
just-
you want.
I'll just leave it in the temple area, and
Okay.
kind of like, is it invisible or is it visible?
It's invisible.
It's invisible.
Oh, okay, then I'll send it like around and keep just like an eye out everywhere to make
Okay.
sure that there's nobody running to come attack us and that we can
Gotcha.
get out.
Checking on all the guards present. Gotcha.
Yes.
Cool. So you like are like, okay, thanks, Sumac or Lady Satyr or whoever's present. And you start to run. Go ahead and give me stealth to try and hide.
Okay.
Or at least or athletics to get far enough away. One of the two.
Do I have to say it before I roll?
Yes, I'd like to know
Okay.
which.
I'll do stealth.
Okay.
Oh no.
You have
I'm
a
a-
golden ball?
Yeah, no, I rolled a 3 though. I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to help out there.
Cool.
Hey, gotta do better than this. Okay, that's a little better. Alright. Okay. 21.
Perfect. You hide skillfully. And could you go ahead and roll on the chart for me while I talk to my friends inside? Because we're going to search right now.
Okay.
In the heat of the moment. Inside, you have acquired the crown, you have acquired the cape, you have acquired a handful of gold and other tchotchkes. What do you two do?
Gonna activate my wolf eyes just to make sure I didn't forget anything, or if there's a blatant trap, I'm just be like, oh fuck. But what do my wolf eyes see?
Your wolf eyes see nothing except for like a weird eyeball that like looks at you and like checks you out and then like keeps moving.
Okay, that's something I don't even know. So it's just like,
That's
okay,
an unknown
what-
variable. None
Yeah,
of my
yeah,
business.
it's just like it's not gonna narc on me, I think.
Yeah.
So
He seems cool.
If
I'm
it's
just
Saga eyeball, it's definitely got like eyelashes or something. It looks
yeah,
cute.
it's definitely like a jellyfish eye. Kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
I imagine.
Squish, squish, makes its way
Jellyfish
away.
don't have eyes.
I know
It
that's
looks
what
like
I'm
a
saying. It's a
jellyfish.
jellyfish.
All of Saga's
beholder
jellyfish have had eyes thus far.
Oh no, it's
Um,
fine.
thing. We want to keep the element of not being criminals, so we're
Yeah.
going to book it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
already put Fenn in his uncomfortable place, which is his natural state of being, but
Yeah.
we got to get the fuck out.
Oh, how fun.
I
Good.
DM'd her what my magic search is, so she knows.
Okay.
Good. You both run outside. I need either stealth or athletics to just run.
Run.
Yeah.
emboldening bond still in place, or is Saga
Yep.
too far away? Or
No, if you two are close to each other, it works.
I'm just gonna do a 15 athletics. Just book it.
21 to stealth.
Okay. You both run outside past these two men, staring in awe, and then right as you run past them, you watch as they start to like blink and then look a little more confused. But Fenn, you instantly just kind of like throw yourself into the nearest shadow and are out of view. Gorbjorn, you are just running. You're like, if I can get out of range, what are they going to do? I get around the side of an alley. And you're like, okay, I don't see Saga. She's probably, and it's just like, as you watch a strobe of light emanating out of this bush. It is just a strobing light. Just
And it's playing Sandstorm, apparently.
Rude.
And you see that just you can see a goat and Saga in the bush that is now just strobe lighting.
That is way too obvious. I'm like, we're all hot in terms of like carrying, well, look wise.
Yeah, I've seen the character art. Yes, obviously we're all hot.
But I don't want to abandon my strobing cleric here, so I jump in the bush. I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna hold her. Like,
I mean, if you just grab me and run, I mean,
Yeah.
I can hold the goat.
yeah, I'll pick up the goat and you just follow me because I am your prize.
No.
All right, does it look like they're following? Like I'm from an observer hidden. Does it look like the
Fenn,
guards
thing
are?
is, you're not ahead of them.
Yeah, I'm hidden off in the side, right? Like I'm in the shadows hiding.
Yeah, you see that strobe happening, and you see that like they start to get up and they are starting to move.
Okay, but does it look like those guards are like gonna go investigate?
A strobing.
Yeah.
resistance.
They're about to roll perception with advantage. It's
I'm gonna bend
highly
luck.
likely they will see
Okay.
this strobing.
Yeah, but
you
like
don't know.
whether they go after that or not, like whether like that'll determine my next action. So
Okay.
I'm
Ben, you have the
gonna,
gold. You have to make it back to the party.
I'm gonna give one of them minus a d4. I can't like. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys aren't stealthing anymore. You can't. And one of the guys rolled abysmally. He is still slightly getting accustomed to his god not being here now and being like, wait a minute.
He's probably
I don't-
looking
I
at
don't
his own
understand.
feet now, just like.
Yeah.
You guys have a bit of a lead, but one of the men looks over, he cocks his head. Hey, excuse me, and he starts to make his way in your direction.
Okay.
I'm
just gonna.
good. Good.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna be like, celebration time. That's what's time for, celebration for the gods. And I'm gonna cast pyrotechnics and do fireworks to go with my flashing lights that are already going.
Perfect. Are you trying to blind him, or are you?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure it's for its intended. Constitution.
Yes.
Okay.
Minus a d4, using them all.
Well, with a 4 in total, this
Good.
man goes blind, and
I'm gonna
fire
run.
explodes in his face, and he just starts yelling. He begins to yell as he is now blinded and just in the middle of the road screaming. But at this current time, the guy closest to you can't see.
Then we
How
run.
far are they from Fenn? Saga and Tordrick, or sorry, not Saga and Gorbjorn.
Probably about 40 feet.
Okay.
But they have started running, so that gap is now widening as they begin to book it.
Okay. All right.
Who's running?
Fenn's
The one that
just
can't
gonna
see?
go to.
Yeah, the other one who can see is now very aware.
All right. Fenn will just make his way back to the. Actually, like to the alley behind the inn, not actually even in the inn.
Okay, so you're going to make your way back that direction.
Yeah, stealthing the whole way if I can.
Yeah. Gorbjorn and Saga, go ahead and roll me athletics, please.
Mhm. Hmm.
15 again.
Did you use your bond?
Yes.
Okay.
Got a 1.
Oh,
Still.
23.
Yeah. Still gets pretty high.
Oh,
Ooh.
wait. Yeah, 23.
Saga pulls ahead. I mean, Gorbjorn, you're carrying, a whole
goat.
goat. You're carrying a full goat. So it makes it a little difficult, but it's hard to lose Saga. Because she done what has a strobe effect on her. Let me just see how long this lasts. I need to know. That's kind of important.
What an unfortunate. That's really.
It was really good. I was like, wow, thank you for this. After a minute of running, you can hear that multiple guards are now aware of the situation, and you hear them like, spread out, look over there, do this. After a minute, the effect stops. And both of you have run far enough away that you could do stealth with advantage if you want to try and now stop running and stick to the shadows.
Gotcha.
Let's do that.
That, or we can jump on roofs and be ninjas.
Let me jump on the roof.
I mean, I don't have the jump spell on me.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. So let's just stealth with advantage. Oh, and then,
with advantage, right?
Yeah, you guys have advantage because
Oh
you're
my
far enough
gosh.
away that it would
17 with a goat.
With the emboldening bond.
15.
15. Okay. I'll do that. Disadvantage. Okay. These dice are garbage.
Thank you, garbage dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got them for the holidays. I was like, I'll use them. And I'm like, wow. How
Never
dare
again.
How dare they? But you all slink off into the shadows in your own directions. Gorbjorn and Saga sticking pretty close together, but being able to move silently. And all of you make your way back towards the inn. Quickly. Meanwhile, other illegal things were taking place, but less obvious illegal things, per se. Less sacrilegious things. But the rest of you arrive back at the inn. Roshan, are you going to look for Un?
Hell yeah.
As you approach, you see somebody walk back inside, and Un comes out. Well,
that was easy.
glad to hear it.
I will hand her the box with gold in it.
And you were right. He was decidedly not happy.
He wants you to know that these prices are just outrageous, but he paid anyway.
He seemed to think they were the wrong price. I wouldn't know.
The price set is always the correct price.
That's what we told him.
Inflation's inflation. There's not much I can do about it. And she opens the box and then closes it and kind of like, one moment. Don't move. She goes back inside and it looks like she hands off the box and comes back in. Right. How about we talk around back?
Sounds
I
good
think
to me.
that would be better than out in the street. Yes.
And she leads the way back to where you guys had your original conversation behind the inn.
Am I hanging out back there, or have I
You
not
are
arrived
not
yet?
there by
Okay.
any stretch.
This is happening while we're
No.
stealing shit, I think.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
happening while you're currently like, wait, what do I have to do?
This is while y'all are yakety saxing it up at the temple.
But you all go around. She kind of sits down on like another pile of boxes and it's just like, right? Ask away. You do good work, so I'll try to hold up.
Well, I suppose the first thing I'd like to ask is, what do you know about Rose?
It's a flower.
Smoke bomb. And she runs away. Well, I know Rose, or knew Rose quite well, I think. It's been a while since I've seen her. She originally was working with 2 copper carts, which is how I met her. At that time, I had started affiliating or begun my affiliation with Burtroe's Boxes. And she decided that she'd prefer to work for a new up and coming delivery service instead of 2 copper carts, which was on the way out.
And what other delivery service was that?
Oh, it's just the transition from 2 copper carts, which was decidedly dealt with, over to Burtroe's Boxes, who was going to pick up the slack from a lacking business.
So, did she move first or did you move first?
Oh, I introduced her to Burtroe's Boxes, and coincidentally, Burtroe.
And about when did you split ways with her?
Had to be. It's been quite some time. Had to at least be over a year ago. It's a shame. She does good work.
I'd expect nothing less. I'm actually looking for her. Do you have any idea where I might be able to find her? Where she was or was going last?
When you showed up, I do have to say, from 50 feet away, took me half a moment to realize that I wasn't going to get to say hello to an old friend. But that's all right. We're all busy. We were close, but she kept a lot of her goals to the chest. I think the reason she was here was to, acquire names, know people, get resources, which she did. She grew very close to Burtroe. If you wanted to know where she went after, I think your best bet is to talk to him.
And where is he exactly?
Well, Jillian aggressively flips pages. One moment, I just want to make sure I say the right names. She looks off and she thinks for a moment. Right. So Burtroe is not the type to stay in one place for incredibly long. He sort of moves around where he thinks more work is needed. Currently, that would be along the coast. If you go to Port Noaten, I think you will find him there. The first place I would look is the Laughing Ocean Tavern.
Okay. Port Noaten at the Laughing... What?
Ocean Tavern.
Yeah.
You can find Burtroe there yourself. You can even say that I encouraged your direction. I would say, before you do this, make sure it's what you really, really want to do.
What do you mean by that?
Well, nobody just gets to go casually talk to Burtroe. And for information, you just had to do a little delivery for me. Burtroe's big time. It won't be free.
Okay. Did they have an okay relationship?
I think that Burtroe is quite fond of her. I think we were all sad to see her go, but woman on a mission, you know.
Yes. Well, Tordrick, Nana, did you have any other questions for Hoon? Perhaps about the city? Anything else?
I was rather wondering if you had any idea the hours that the what was that other inn called?
I said
The Gilded Knight.
Gilded
Gilded
Knight.
Knight keeps.
Oh, yeah, Gilded Knight's Inn. That one. The hours? Well, I'm just going to be very straightforward about it because I feel like that's the best way to just relay the information. It is an inn. It will probably be open in vaguely a 24-hour sort of situation, but that does not mean at later hours that, you know, there's just a person at a desk and maybe a guard who walks by occasionally, especially after midnight. Who has the time?
Well, that rather makes sense from a business standpoint.
Of course, there will always be somebody present. I can't say awake, but present at the inn.
All right, makes sense. Did you have anything, Tordrick?
No, I'm okay. I got no questions.
Was that everything?
I did also wonder if whether or not you had heard about anyone moving in circles of information trading. Anyone who happens to habitually wear white.
Now you guys should be really sad that I have the garbage dice. She looks at you. Is there any more information you could provide besides clothing color?
color of the chin, maybe.
Yeah.
You
A
seen
man and
anybody
a
with
woman. Man last I saw wore a mask with gold along the chin.
Well, his was painted on.
Yeah,
the
that's what I
woman's
thought.
was a mask.
Oh, I see. Gold painted on the chin of the man. The woman wore a mask.
Went by the names of Mikkel and Eitri when we met them.
I'm sorry I can't say that I have. Might be a bit above my pay grade or maybe out of my area of expertise.
Who was Rose running with?
Stealing a goat.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, he just wants to know. He's just
I
like,
don't know. Like, asking.
Yeah.
Currently
I guess that's
carrying a goat and running.
A logical question. Did Rose usually work alone, or did she have other friends that she may have disappeared with?
I don't know if Rose is the friend type. I thought we were very close, to be honest. And I think she would stab me in the throat if necessary.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Well, I usually remain useful.
You've been extraordinarily helpful, and I hope we've more than repaid the favor.
Of course. Well, good luck to you. If you ever need work.
Roshan, we're still out back by the cart, correct?
Yeah, you guys are still out back.
Roshan will nod at that and then point to one of the wheels of the cart and say, looks like mud in the spoke doubled the length of the valley.
Her eyes narrow. Yes, it did. It was quite the long journey. She looks at you. The rest of you could just see that there's just a pause as she looks at him. Right. But I buy you a drink.
happily.
Great. Let's go inside. It's cold. Freezing my tits off, and she walks by.
Nana leans over to Tordrick and whispers, I don't remember us running into all that much mud, except for maybe in the swamp, but we didn't have the cart.
Right.
Oh, just two little nerds like, oh, interesting, weird.
Can I buy you a drink, Nana?
Yes. God's yes. Absolutely yes.
You all head inside to get drinks, and as the rest of your team slowly closes in on your location with a goat and a bunch of stolen items, the ones of you who walk inside see sat at a table with a beautiful looking loaf of bread in front of her is Ember, who looks to the group. I almost thought I was stood up. And she holds up a pan flute.
Oh. Ah, not at all. We were running an errand.
Well, maybe you could run another one. And she hands the flute to Tordrick. Your order.
Tordrick looks for his coin purse pouch.
Oh, no. She stops your hand when it like touches the coin purse, and her hands are very warm. Her hands are incredibly warm. She like looks to you.
Smoking.
Doesn't need any gloves from Saga then, huh?
All I request is that while you're doing whatever you're going to do, you pick me up something inside.
Oh.
He whispers, I am not quiet. I am very loud.
I have passed without trace.
You're not in our whisper circle.
Sorry.
She looks to you and smiles. Well, neither is a flute.
Ding! He goes, correct. I've got friends. Yeah. Want to write down what it is? I'm not good at remembering too much.
That's all right. The thing I would be interested in is if you could make your way to the kitchens, which would be a terrible place for an infestation. And if perchance you found a book in there, perchance a book of recipes, I think that the flute would be on the house and there would be an incredible discount at the shop.
So, do you just want a cookbook from the kitchen?
That's all. Just a cookbook.
I bet you I know just the person. No problem.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna get a drink. You want one?
I would love a drink. Would you like a slice of bread?
Oh, well, of course. Absolutely.
Soak up the alcohol, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was
Bread and
told
liquid
that
bread.
all we had in common was our like of bread. And she looks around. And your friend Saga isn't even here. A pity. As she starts to cut off pieces of the bread.
No. Want some bread? He
Love
stops
some,
whispering, which is not a whisper much.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done now.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, shame Saga's not here yet. I think she and Gorbjorn were treating Fenn to a new set of armor somewhere in town.
Yeah, that was nice of
A
them.
last-minute order, but oh well. Hopefully.
Ember raises her eyebrow. Interesting. There's no further comment on that. Right, well...
Considering all we bought earlier, I would have thought it would be all right. Maybe it's something ceremonial for him to wear back home. I don't know.
Who's to say? And as you all talk and get drink and bread in the freezing cold of the night, 3 people make their way slowly back to the inn with the occasional bleat of a goat. And
Take of the
Gorbjorn and Saga, you feel just like a cold chill go up your spines, and you just watch as one of the buildings you move past, ice clings to it in spots and makes this symbol in frost.
Ooh.
And you feel that you have gained some type of approval as you make your way by. Now with metaphorically heavier pockets, that is where we are going to stop for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Love getting to tell you guys a story. Today was a big bad boy episode where we all did bad boy things. Huzzah for bad boy episode.
Yay!
Good fun to be had by all, and probably more bad boy stuff to come. So thank you all again. We appreciate it. Here at the Dice Cult, we have many a show. Frank, would you like to tell me about Tuesdays?
Tuesday nights we have Legends of Theia, which is a 5th edition. Right now it's been a dungeon crawl a bit in the Hall of the Dead, which is a dwarven, basically underground graveyard. But one of our members of the group has COVID, so I don't think...
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's during the New Year's Eve time, so not good. But we should be back next week. Looking forward to finish up that little investigation of the Halls of the Dead. But yeah, send all the good kudos to Austin, Texas for us, okay?
Yeah, direct your energy that way. And if you guys want to keep up with them to know when they are going live, if you follow us on Twitter at the Dice Cult, we always keep you posted about what's happening on what days. So if you're like, when will Legends of Theia return to us next week? And then we'll give you the details. So you can follow us there if you're interested in some information. And Abby, can you tell me about Wednesdays?
Yes, on Wednesdays, well, normally we have a show called Cordially Invited. It's about us, it's a D&D 5e show about a group of characters trying to have a wedding go off without a hitch. Currently,
I
though,
think
that
there
one...
maybe been a couple hitches.
Well, somebody got hitched.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, continue.
I was just trying to figure out who got hitched. I'm not...
I don't
No
think
one
anybody
yet.
has yet.
Well, if there's a wedding...
Nobody's
No
hitched
one's
yet, though.
been hitched,
Yeah.
so it has not yet happened, so it has not yet gone off with a hitch. So
Yes.
you're good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're without a hitch.
Okay.
I
then
feel
was
like we have
correct.
different opinions of the word hitch, but I'm not here to debate words.
Anyway, go
Continue,
ahead.
please.
The worst Will Smith movie.
On, instead of having our normal game on Wednesday, we are going to be having the final, probably, installment of the Oops All Wizards little
Oops, All
one-shot
Wizards.
that Ian has been running. We took a little break for the holidays. I think we're playing again this week at 7 p.m. Central Time, but you can always check our socials to make sure of that. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah, certainly
But-
don't take our words for any of these things.
Yes.
And that's on the YouTube,
Especially
right?
not more than a day
That is
in
on the
advance.
YouTube
More than an
channel.
hour in advance. Don't take
YouTube.com/the
anything
Dice Cult.
The
Help.
Cult.
I've
The Dice
taken-
Cult.
I'm gone.
Yeah!
Hey,
That's my
that's a
kind of cult, baby.
I'm moving along quickly. Thank you, Abby.
Yeah.
And on Saturdays, we have Vampire the Masquerade and the Last Remaining Light. If you're like, wow, but what if vampires did kill a lot of people and have drama, you know? So
Tune in Saturdays and find
if
out.
you want to see that, I believe this Saturday will only be full of terrible choices, and that I can almost promise you. If I have a say in it, there will be some poor choices made.
I
So if
bet
you're
there will
interested,
be.
Vampire the Masquerade and the Last Remaining Light goes live every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all again for watching. If you want to keep up with us, we are at Backs of Gods on Instagram and Twitter.
There will be our
we've
bingo
had-
sheets on Instagram.
That's true. You can check out our bingo sheets. I also posted, we've been having a bit of talk about the Jotun woman who has been interested in 2 of the party members, the Uproar. If you're interested in what she might look like, just posted a nice little hero forge of her for anybody interested. Why not? So you can go check out a bunch of art of the party, a lot of it made by our fabulous player and artist, Abby. So thank you all again. We appreciate having you here. We're having a blast telling you guys a story. We will be here next week, same time, same place, on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for being here, and see you guys next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks for joining us, cultists.